Deep breath. Welcome to Harder Truths, a space where we can authentically be ourselves, ask each other questions, and hopefully get to know ourselves along the way in this life journey. Back to our favorite guest. It's my sister once again, Ali. And both of us have a shared experience. I was gonna say traumatic experience, but not always. Our teachers are gonna be so shocked. But we both have a shared experience that I feel like is one of a kind because not a lot of people get to experience this. Our truth is we both came from an all-girls school. All-girls private Catholic school.
We went into UP as a college, and UP is co-ed and non-Catholic.
Secular. Yun ba yung tawag doon?
Inclusive.
Hindi ko alam.
All accepting.
All accepting. Everybody's accepted in UP. So the thing is, the jump from all girls to UP was, I don't think it was a big jump, but there was a jump, you know?
Yeah.
Like, to give context, we were in an all girls school ever since we were in grade 1.
Yeah, we have never
We
Talk
never
to-
experienced co-ed or
Yeah.
any other identification because, you know, when you're in an all-girls Catholic school in the olden times, but in our time, the LGBTQ plus conversation was still,
not as progressive.
yeah, and not as open as it is now. Hopefully, it's more open now and it's more accepted now. But at the time, you would know and teachers would know, but it wasn't openly discussed,
Yeah.
you know, with our batchmates and everything. So basically, the context is we were in an all girls, all Catholic school since grade 1 until high
High
school,
school.
our last. And then we graduated and we went into UP, both of us. There was a big jump in terms of the environment that we were in. I was actually very scared to get into UP because I wanted to get into Ateneo, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I first, when the results came out kasi, Ateneo came like 3 months ahead, and then UP came on the day of the deadline for the reservation for Ateneo. So I still reserved for Ateneo. I even changed my bio to like one big fighter. And
You're
I told
insane.
everyone Ateneo, but when I got my UP, because I thought I couldn't get in. When I got my
Ah.
UP, I told Ateneo na I can't continue. And the person that gave me back all of the documents so that I can submit the UP, they were like, "Oh, congratulations!"
You know what? You actually didn't want to go into UP, right? Because you didn't want to be the same university as us.
What? No, I know there was like a background pressure because everyone, mom, dad, you are all UP Diliman. So I was like, okay, it has to be Diliman. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
Gosh.
going back to the shift, like I'll start first with co-ed. For me, it wasn't a super big like surprise when I met guys because I already met some guys online.
Oh, that's how we doing it.
Yeah. We,
That's how it is nowadays.
we planned the soiree and it never tuloy. So I was like, okay, so the guys that I met online were pretty weird. So the only shock in terms of guys in UP was that not all guys are weird. Not weird, pero parang they're like they're not decent.
What do you mean?
Like they're disrespectful.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like
Not respectful, guys.
yeah, like
Not
mean.
weird, guys. Mean and
Mean.
not proper, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just so shocked that you could actually build a friendship with a guy that is not like it doesn't have to be because someone has a crush on someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
A genuine friendship.
Yeah. So,
Ooh, insane. So, the co-ed thing wasn't a big shock to you?
yeah. For context, we were also altar servers in MC. And banal. And one shock there when I went to college or the outside world is that
Outside world!
they don't like value women as much in religious
Oh.
places. Like you're not allowed to serve, and you can only like do the basket thing, collection for money. And I'm like, huh, this is no offense, but it's not as fun as actual
Serving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember back in high school, one of the fathers, the priest said, "This is my first time being served by women."
Same. A priest also
Ay,
said.
really?
He's like, this is the most organized like batch of servers, and you guys are all women. I'm like, for real.
This is the most organized batch of servers, and you are all women. Edi, wow.
He's like, I did not expect.
Yeah. For me, the co-ed thing, it was a shock to me in terms of how I had to conduct myself
Oh.
on a daily basis. Because I had to be more proper, like,
Or like a feminine.
not
Ganon.
really feminine, but I had to be more aware that there are guys and that you can't sit a certain way.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah. Because honestly, like having guys is just, it shakes up everything. Because you can't like, because every time I sit down when I was in MC, I would just bukaka. And I was like a man, so I would sit like that, you know?
Ah.
But when you get into an co-ed or just the outside world, it's not prim and proper. Like even grandma would tell us to, you know, sit a certain way.
Oo.
Yeah.
And it's not to say na this is what we're supposed to do as women. I just wanted to be comfortable around men.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get me? Kasi we can't go around telling our children to be like, you have to sit this way to make men comfortable. No.
Exactly.
But it is just a way for me to not feel uncomfortable. You get me?
Yeah, yeah.
But I do think it still stems from the fact that we're adjusting for the guys around us.
Yeah. Also, like, when you have your period, you can openly say it in an all-girls school. Or you can openly ask for a pad if you forget. Or you can openly get your pad from your bag and just wave it around. Yeah, you can't do it in a co-ed. There's like a stigma, or like when people see it, they're like, oh, don't show that.
Now, I would like to challenge that.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. Even in an all... Like,
Yeah.
it's your fault if you don't, like, aren't comfortable seeing a pad.
Yeah.
Like, I have to give a pad to my friends.
Yeah.
Like, they have their period. Why would you be uncomfortable looking at a pad and check? You know, I only realized that in the workplace when I would take a pad out and then the person receiving my pad would, like, put it in a napkin and then put it in her pocket discreetly. And I'm like, why aren't we allowed to talk about having period? It happens every freaking month. Bakit di natin napapag-usapan to? So, I was like, okay, to make the other woman comfortable, I will also do the same thing so that she doesn't feel uncomfortable. Pero if it's me, I'm just like, pad, pocket. My guy friends will have to adjust. It's my period. I want to eat more and everything. Like,
Yeah.
this is the hormones that I'm going through. So, that, in terms of just like conducting myself around guys and guy teachers who aren't used to being a professor in an all-girls school, where the professors kasi na guys, they adjust to the girls.
Yeah.
And also, because in an all-girls school, I was more masculine. Pero nung nag-co-ed na, parang ako, I don't know how I rewired my brain and why I had to rewire my brain. But I just knew I had to act more feminine around guys.
You were tomboy when you were in high school. Like, sobra.
I acted, it was,
No, sobra, legit.
Yeah.
I saw your previous photos one time and I was like, oh my goodness. You were like a male energy.
because I felt like being a male energy was being the leader.
Oh,
And
I
being
see.
knowledgeable about things. I talked about this in another episode also na I'm learning to embrace my feminine side, and femininity is not weakness.
I think we're similar, not in that mindset, but because I also became a bit masculine in high school. And I think it's not because I chose to, but because there are no men. So, like, you have to
Yeah.
carry the stuff. Like, you do everything you. But
Yeah.
now, when I got into college, like, when you have to carry things for your org, they call out the guys talaga. Or when you need to or you need to transfer people somewhere, they call the guys na may cars. Which thanks. I mean,
Princess
yeah,
treatment.
as a person that is loving feminine energy, I'm like, oh,
You know, it's different for me because in my college, where all girls are either Becky or like women sa
Oh.
mascom. Onti lang yung straight guys. So everybody's a princess, basically. Also, that's why like my shift wasn't as drastic because mas madami
Oh.
talagang girls sa college namin.
oh, that makes sense.
But I felt like I knew how to interact with guys already because of the guy friends that I had in high school.
Oh.
I just didn't know how to interact with a broader spectrum of guys. Me, I only interacted with Ateneans or Lasal. Kasi yun lang yung opportunity na interact namin.
Yeah.
Yung soiree, yung interaction. Yes, we have an event to solely interact with the opposite sex.
We didn't have that.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, they took it out?
I have no... It was just supposed to be soiree, but we kept canceling.
No, we had one sanctioned by the school.
We did not.
Ah.
Wow.
So, the school would partner us and then another guy school to interact. One lang. So, parang ako, what is the point of all of this? Now that I'm thinking back on it, like, isang interaction lang? Anong mangyayari dun sa isang interaction? Magkaka-prom date kami, ball date. Di tapos, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That is it, yeah.
I had no prom and no ball. So, like, there wasn't...
Why didn't you have prom or ball?
Pandemic, girl. My whole senior high school, grade 11 and 12, was online.
Moving on to a different perspective, UP is also a all-inclusive school in terms of belief and values and religion. So, me and my sister, we grew up Catholic, and as she mentioned, we were altar servers. We're called Chapel Angels, Campus Ministry Auxiliary. And we were the people who would serve in the Mass every day. We had assignment to serve in the chapel, and then we were serving in the big masses every Friday.
Yeah.
We would skip class to serve
to practice,
the Lord.
yeah.
Yes. So, going into college, did you have any culture shock in terms of religion or faith?
I think so. Because I'd assume everyone was Catholic. Since everyone had, like, a different religion, you don't pray. Because in high school, you always pray, like, every meal or something.
Yeah.
So, you don't pray. And also, you have to practice your religion by your own will.
In college?
Yeah. Like, every Friday or Sunday Mass, you go on your own.
Yeah. The effect of religion when I went into college is I realized na there are so many different ways to express your love for your religion. And it doesn't have to be religion. Like, I've more resonated with a spiritual sense of things. Like, I still have that faith in the Lord, but meron na din akong awareness of the things that I agree with and disagree with in terms of religion.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually, back in college, I had like a year or a couple of years where I didn't practice at all religion or whatever.
Oh, at all?
Before, it was like, I really put it at the end of my priority list. And because of that, I realized how much I want it in my life. Spirituality. And my relationship with God.
When I got into college, like you mentioned na you can express it in different ways. I prefer singing. Yeah, singing.
Worship songs.
Yeah, it's more, for me, it's more enjoyable. And also, like, maybe journaling.
What changed with me is there isn't a specific or right or wrong way to express your belief and your faith. And I feel like faith is always rooted in love. So if we're doing things in the reason of love and loving others and showing that love to others, then I feel like that is a good place to start. It's a good place to start. So, in terms of religion, it's shifted. But I pay tribute to my Catholic girl roots because of the relationship I developed. Pero it's not academic anymore eh. It's not like, because we have to memorize a lot of stuff, guys, for our religion in CLE classes. Like, okay, thank you. Like, at least I have a good foundation on prayer and the Bible, the story of Jesus. But I would like to now do what I want to do with it.
Yeah, like your own interpretation now.
Yeah. And my own way of expressing that to other people now. Because I feel like we also had those experiences na parang, I don't agree with the teaching. Does that mean I'm evil?
Yeah,
Diba?
there was those like times when you'd think and you're like, just because I'm doing this, is it mean? Like, is it a sin?
Yeah. Am I doing it against the Lord?
Yeah.
Because of our teachings.
And sometimes, like, intention is different from what you actually do. So you're not sure which weighs more on
Mm-mm.
how bad or good something actually is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But these are all our experiences, ah. Do what you want with what you will. It's a personal journey. Faith and religion and spirituality is a personal journey. So, it really differs on which one allows us to be better people.
Yeah.
If you don't have any faith or religion, that's up to you. Do what you want with your will. Another aspect of coming from an all-girls school to an open,
All-inclusive school.
all-inclusive UP, because I am very secure with habits and routine. My
Oh.
biggest culture shock actually was not having a routine and not knowing how to please my teachers or how to
Oh, cause it.
get good grades or know how to. I didn't have any cheat code, which I perfected it. Like grade school to high school, I perfected it. I knew how to do things and I knew how to excel. I knew how to get success in that environment. In a different environment, I was like freaking lost. I was like, am I freaking failing? I don't know. Are my teachers pleased with me? I don't know. Am I gonna get recognition? I don't know. So I had to rewire my brain in terms of, shucks, I might not be as successful as I was in high school. I might actually be dumb. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to accept the fact. I might not have, I don't think I'm a good individual. I might not be an excellent person.
Because in high school, I think what also mattered was how you were perceived by people, and you had the
Yeah.
exemplary behavior thing. And I feel like if you were liked by the teacher then, you'd get a really good grade. But
Yeah.
but in college kasi, you switch teachers every 4 months, and you switch friends and like your
Groups.
classmates
Yeah,
every four
blocks.
months. So you can't create a reputation in a sense. Like
Mm.
it's really grades based.
Ako, for me, it's because the professors in UP have different grading systems that I never know what is going on.
No, there are some professors they teach, but it's not in the exam or they're looking for something else.
Oo.
Yeah.
And it can be essay. Like, it's really up to the teacher. It can be a project. And I've already hacked the system back in high school. But in college, I was like, what is going on? Seriously. So, I really relied on my organizations and my extracurriculars
To
ac-
help.
to help
Yeah.
and to kind of like give me direction.
Especially in enlistment, I really am thankful for my org because you get to talk to older people that can help you with enlistment and which teachers fit your work ethic.
Yeah, so I feel like that was a good training ground, especially us coming from a more sheltered environment. I think UP really helped open our perspective and allowed us to see the world as it is. No sugarcoating, because the teachers in UP will not sugarcoat anything. They will tell you as it is, and they have different political alignment. So you're just like, you really have to think for yourself na if this aligns with me or not. Okay, so I feel like we've become better people. You think? Are you
Yeah.
happy with your experience?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm also happy with my experience. I'm glad that my life went that way.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm more open to different things and I'm more aware of
Mm.
different things. I'm also thankful that UP helps me speak better
Filipino!
Filipino.
Tama. Okay, let's go to our own wishes for 2025.
Okay.
What are our wishes for ourselves in the future?
Okay, so I wish that I would grow career-wise since I'm getting into internships now.
Mm.
So I hope na I can find what I like in a specific like department, field, and I really get to build experience from internships.
Mm. A wish that I have is I hope that I grow more in hosting content creation, be more consistent with it, and really build a community with the people who believe in my content and in
Mm.
my abilities. Not believe in my content meaning naniniwala kayo sa, but believe in the capabilities that I have in creating.
Yeah, so join her broadcast channel.
Oh, tama. Winning Seasons. Winning Seasons broadcast channel. But if you want to connect with me, it's at It's Yani Mayo on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you can find me at Mayo or check her following, search Mayo, and you will find me there.
So we really appreciate that you joined us in this episode. Follow the podcast if you want to be updated for more topics. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye! Thank you!